Hello to all my hack and slashers and good guy dolls. My name is EJ Marino and we have a new Chucky review. I'm going to be jumping into episode 6 called Cape Queer. Out of all of the episodes, this is the most jam-packed yet. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, it was a really good episode, but it was a bit overwhelming. Maybe I was used to the slower pacing of the other ones, because this one had everything. We have multiple stories going on, 2 major deaths, and some inclusions of like older characters with a lot of extra backstory. This was a bit heavy, and I did enjoy it. I had a crazy time with like some of the major deaths. I was not ready for the both ones. Actually, you know what? You guys are here for spoilers. When they killed off Junior's mom and Devon's, I was just like, oh my goodness, which also means maybe Lexy's parents are next. Yay. But overall, I did enjoy this. I thought it was jam-packed. It was enjoyable. It had a lot to offer. I love seeing our legacy characters, having people like Andy and Kyle, and also having Nica and Tiffany. All of these people are adding some extra flavor to this crazy soup that we've been eating. I am, again, really enjoying it, really having a fun time. I thought Cape Queer was another strong episode. Did I love it as much as last week's? No, I don't know. Last week's really just sat well with me, but this was really, really good. We are building up to those last couple episodes, and I can see that we're going to have a good time. I'm hoping for a season 2 because we have a lot more to do. It seems like we need way more episodes, so I'm really happy this was so good. I'm just happy that we are all, like, look, I'm just happy we're enjoying the ride. I was a little bit nervous that this was going to kind of wean out by now, but it's still really good. I'm still having a good time. Now let's get into the recap because there's so much to talk about. Now this episode begins a bit different than the other ones. We usually get like Chucky backstory stuff, but this one we had Kyle and Andy going on a mission to find a Chucky doll. They head to South Carolina, they find the doll in this family, they do a hilarious like, Andy, you need to chill, you gotta like work up to your investigations, you crazy man. So yeah, they find this new doll, they kill it, and they kind of go on their way. He's trying to explain to Kyle that, look, there is some crazy stuff going on with Chucky. We know we're looking for dolls, but we're also going to have to eventually find Nica. I had to escape out of this asylum. Yeah, if you guys do not remember Curse and Cult of Chucky, I am so sorry. There's a lot going on. Hell, if you don't remember Seed of Chucky, there's still a lot going on from all of those. But yeah, I like to see that Kyle and Andy are finally into the story, and they're going to be kind of diving into our teen story in a bit. They start connecting, which I do enjoy. I like their moments together. You could just tell these are 2 actors who have grown comfortable with each other over the years, who are really close, and that was sold very well here. This was a good intro. We have a Chucky background, you know, a little backstory stuff with another flashback, but it was kind of not really as fulfilling as some of the other ones. They were trying to buy a car. We got more of like Fiona Dourif as her dad. That was cool, but overall the backstory stuff wasn't my favorite, but this Kyle and Andy stuff was a good way of kicking things off. Now that we're back into our main story, we are at school and we see our favorite teacher get arrested. The Detective Evans is basically like, you are too connected to all of this. Yo, what is going on? She also mentions a juvenile delinquent past. What is going on there? We have this red-headed person that we've seen in multiple episodes who has played a decent part. Yeah, what's going on with her? I'm really curious. Is the whole Glenda stuff actually like happening here? Is that what was everyone right? I'm really amazed. If you guys predicted that she was Glenn or Glenda that early, y'all, applause to everyone because that was really good. Did not expect that. We also get our teens who are in the classroom but kind of get together to find out they need to figure out what the hell to do. They decide to contact Andy, which again is a great way of mixing some of these other stories together. They're still keeping Junior out of the loop, which is a pretty bad decision. Junior goes through with this episode. I remember someone saying early on that they thought Chucky was going to end up going after Junior. The way he manipulates and starts twisting things around for Junior, it could definitely happen. We'll talk about that oh my god moment, but little moments like this, that he's not included into the group. Him and Lexy eventually break up. That also happens in this episode. So he's feeling really isolated. He's not with his friends. His cousin's there throwing some stuff off. I feel for this Junior character, but I know he's gonna have a couple dark episodes coming up, so my sympathy can only go this far. In a continuation of the things that we saw last week, we're getting more of Nica slash Chucky. What did I call them? Nica Chuck? Yeah, Nica Chuck and Tiffany. I love watching Chucky and Tiffany fight, but that's not what this was about. There was a bit of a fight. Tiffany can't get a body into the suitcase. I get it, girl, which is a good callback to Bride of Chucky. Yeah, this is also a moment where Nica takes over Chucky, and she tries to play Tiffany, but Tiffany's like, look, I may not fully 1000% love me some Chucky, but I know who my man is, and you are not him. I thought this was such a good scene. There was some fun flirtation between Tiffany and Nica. Nica was trying to play Chucky, but again, your significant other, you can call it out. Also, she stabbed her in the leg and paralyzed. So yeah, I really like this stuff. I thought this was a really fun kind of expansion of the stuff we saw last week. We got way more of Tiffany. She also decides to buy a house. Which house? Charles's old house. That is very, very cool. What is she gonna do now that she's in the town? I don't usually talk about the previews for next week, but we do see her start flirting with Junior's dad. So Uncle Sawa might be getting a Jennifer Tilly shaped girlfriend. Okay, that might be good for everybody. Yeah, I really like that Tiffany was starting to put her teeth into the town more, but she's also in that weird state where she may not want to be with Chucky, but she also might like Nica a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, and it is so fun. It's Jennifer Tilly. She's so good. I keep forgetting that she's also sometimes still looking like Jennifer Tilly or still playing her. The layers to this, you definitely have to be a Sita Chucky fan to get all of this. Hell, I don't know. If you were not a hardcore Chucky fan, this show is probably so much for you. A big part of this episode was Junior's mom, Bree, finally opening up about her sickness. There was a moment she talked to Junior and his dad about it. There was also a moment where she went to therapy. Junior was waiting in the car, which, you really gonna let your kid just chill in the car while you do therapy? Okay. So okay, she's going through therapy. She's kind of conflicted. She doesn't know if she wants to do treatment. She's kind of in a weird spot with Junior's dad. She's about to go make a big life decision, and Chucky shows up. All the stuff that Junior's been dealing with, well, he has one more thing on top of it. Chucky pushes this woman out of a window, and it is a crazy scene. I had to use that as my thumbnail because I loved Chucky and his little or his little bye. Yeah, Shade King. Oh my goodness. But this was a more brutal moment. As jokey as I want to be, this was sad to see that this moment was just so impactful. And I know that this was going to send Junior down a very dark path. His stuff with his mom was touching. I really like these two actors together. It sucks that we got one really good scene with them together and then it poofed away. But yeah, what did y'all think of this shock kill? Well, there's one more at the end we'll talk about. But yeah, I was curious on why they went this extreme. I was not expecting it, but it does seem that Chucky is pinpointing people's parents. So what is the connections there? Yeah, let's talk about one more parent death because the ending of this episode actually made me go, oh. So in the final moments of this episode, we have our Scooby Gang getting together to kind of protect themselves against Chucky. They booby house a house together to kind of be safe, and they're gonna be like, this is good. They think it's like a Cape Fear thing. I felt it was a little bit Home Alone, but sure, yeah, whatever. We also get some more moments between Jake and Devon in this moment. It was cute. I love them. I ship this couple so much. They're so adorable. We also got Devon coming out to his mom earlier, which was a very good scene. And as soon as a good scene where she made plans for next week, I was just like, yo, she ain't gonna make it. Rules for people in horror movies: don't make plans for a week or two later. It's never gonna happen. Because yeah, as they're trying to protect themselves against the house, Chucky's trying to convince Lexy to kill Jake. It's not gonna happen. There's a big kind of fight moment. I thought he was gonna go after Devon, but no, he has a different plan. Devon's mom shows up. She's gonna go do her cop thing, and Chucky pushes her down the stairs, killing her. Oh my goodness, Devon is now motherless and fatherless. Where has his dad been? Yeah, I feel so bad for these kids because Chucky's really going after them. As much as I joke and have light fun with this show, it gets dark. These moments were heavy. I feel bad for these kids. And now Devon is in a spot with no mom. All these kids now have a dead detective in front of them. Yeah, what's going to happen next week? I really hope Andy and Kyle can come save these kids because they've gone down a path that I don't think they can ever recover from. Alright everyone, that is it for my review of this week's Chucky episode. Cape Queer was a pretty fun episode. Jam-packed, sure, but it was still fulfilling and gave me everything I needed. I cannot believe this is coming to a close. I'm having such a good time with this show. I'm gonna miss it, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel because I make videos like this every single week, and give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Alright everyone, let's talk about Chucky down below. Oh, actually, hold on. That's usually my ending, but one more thing. In honor of this episode, let me know your favorite final girl. Devon and Jake had a really cute conversation about it, so tell me your favorite final girl down below.